Well, boys and girls, another transfer window, another transformation for the team. We managed to bring in some players and make the team better, hoping for the end of the season to be strong as ever. Let's roll into it. Hello, if you are here, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because we will continue to upload more and more videos on Football Manager 2023. We are with the Aston story, and here they are, the transfers for this season. We managed to bring in 3 players. One of them will be a little bit contentious because we brought in Eden Hazard, the Belgian, 33 years old, comes on loan from Real Madrid. We are paying a huge amount of wages, 18 million, so about 9 million for the 6 months that we bring him in. But I think he is a good addition to the squad. Overall, he still has some of the physical attributes and still has a lot of technical ones, so I think he's an upgrade to the players that we already had. The other acquisition is Florian Neuhaus, that we brought in for a very low amount, 4 million from Borussia Mönchengladbach in Bundesliga, so a very good player, but he was listed there for a long time and no team comes to buy him, so we bought him in for 4 million. We are paying about 3.4 million euros per year of salary, and he is now already worth 15 million. Very good overall. I think he's a balanced player and he can bring in some more if you want balance or equilibrium to the team overall. We managed to upgrade also the center of the defense after bringing Ilya Zabarny in the summer. We brought in the young Irish Nathan Collins for 74 million from our rivals and neighbors Wolverhampton from Championship. They are in the Championship because they got relegated last season. If you remember, we already had an episode about that. Now he comes to us 64 million, but we only pay 25 upfront, so the rest of the money comes from the transfer budgets of the next years. Now, the players that were leaving, the main one, it's Leon Bailey, who opted to leave at the end of his contract. His contract was still available for 18 months, so end of 24-25 season, but we got an offer of 58 million euros from Real Madrid. He really wanted to go, he pushed for it, and I accepted the offer. So he is at Real Madrid now, so left us a hole, let's say, on the wing there. This is one of the reasons that we brought in Eden Hazard, because Leon Bailey was pushing to leave. He wanted to go to Real Madrid, so I had to let him go and bring in Eden Hazard, who I was looking into him. Yeah, I was not sure if I want a loan and if I want to pay so much money, but given the fact that Real Madrid came with that kind of offer, I decided, okay, I will bring in Eden Hazard. Louis Barry, our third attacker, went on loan to Barnsley in, I think, Championship. Yeah, he already played 3 games. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to bring him in as many times as I wanted. He had a terrific season last season with MK Dons in the League One, but I think he is Premier League quality, certainly Championship quality, maybe even top teams in Championship, but unfortunately I was not able to give him as much time as he wanted. Bertrand Traore left for Osasuna, 16 million they offered, and he wanted to leave because unfortunately he played only 5 games here, so he was asking for more game time, for all of these things, was really not satisfied with what we offered him, so Osasuna came in for 16 million and we had to sell. Morgan Sanson, who did not manage to get a work permit starting with 1st of January 2024, and we didn't play him that much, and I really willing to give him a new contract in order to get that work permit, so Monterrey came with an offer 20 million and we managed to sell him. We are still paying a wage contribution of around 1 million because he had, I think, around 4 million or 3.5 million salary at Aston Villa, and now he has only 2 million. and we are still paying for another 18 months about 1 million per year, which is not great, but we needed to get rid of him in the end. From the other first team players that left the club this winter transfer window is Sofyan Amrabat. This is why we brought in, let's say, Florian Neuhaus, because Sofyan Amrabat left, Morgan Sanson also left, so we had some space there for let's say not nearly starting lineup, but kind of a backup midfielder. So Sofyan Amrabat wanted to play more. He made a lot of fuss about it, so Crystal Palace came with a loan offer. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to sell him. If you remember, we brought him exactly 1 year ago in game time, so in winter 2023, for 3.1 million from Fiorentina. So really a very low amount of money, and I didn't manage to sell him for more. I wanted to sell him for around 20 million, 19-20 million, but no team came with such an offer. Crystal Palace was willing to loan him, so he is going to Palace for the next 6 months. Now on the schedule, we lost against Chelsea last time, live broadcast. After this, we lost another 2 matches against Crystal Palace and Liverpool, but we managed a win at home against Man United. So really, month of December was very dangerous, and we lost a lot of matches. I was not pleased with the form of the team, and we really slipped through the ranks in the Premier League. We are now on 13th, but still lower than last season, so it's not as good season as last season. After this, 1st of January, 3-0 loss against Arsenal, who just changed their manager. Now they have Patrick Vieira coming in from Crystal Palace. After the match with Arsenal, we managed a draw 1-1 against Brentford, and then in the FA Cup match against QPR, perfect link-up between Digne and Hazard made the Belgian to score his first goal for us. After the match with QPR, we managed 2 draws in Premier League against Tottenham and Liverpool, so 2 very good teams that are fighting for Champions League places. And after this, our form kind of picked up. We won 1-0 against Hull City, a match that proved more difficult than at first, because Brandon Williams got sent off in the 72nd minute. So as you can see, the squad is trimmed down. We don't have any more 30 plus players. We have quite a normal squad for a Premier League team. We managed to register all the players here, and we still have Ollie Watkins that no club came to buy him, so we didn't get any serious offers for him. We will keep him around as a, let's say, third choice. We have Danny Ings, we have Marcos Leonardo injured, and Louis Barry went on loan, so kind of there is a little bit of space for Ollie Watkins. Now we are going to FA Cup to play Sheffield United away in the FA Cup 4th round. Still, we don't know who we will play in the UEFA Europa Conference League round of 16, because we won the group, so we are not going through that knockout phase, so we are above the knockout phase. We still have about 1 month and a half until those matches. We have Sheffield in the FA Cup that we will see right away. After this, we have Brighton, Crystal Palace in the Premier League, and then Chelsea and Blackburn. 4 matches that are kind of, let's say, not too tough, but not too easy either. So we are expecting to get some points, maybe 7-9 points, all 12 points. I don't know. We will see that in the next episode. Now we are off to Sheffield to play Sheffield United in the FA Cup. Let's get ready, boys and girls, because we are here to make the team selection. Are you ready for a cold night in Sheffield? Well, actually the match will be played at 3 p.m, so it's not really night, but it will still be cold because we're in February. So for the team selection, we cannot bring in Nathan Collins because he already played in the cup with his previous team, Wolves. Brandon Williams is suspended after his horrendous red card in the previous match, and then we will need to think also about the next matches in the championship, and we will need to bring in some match fitness for some of our players. So Lucas Digne will play as a wing back on the left side, and then Ilya Zabarny. Yeah, he cannot play very well with Diego Carlos. This is what this line will tell us. So I'm bringing in Callum Chambers to play with him. Yeah, Zabarny prefers to be on the right, but Chambers is more of a right-sided defender, so I'll put Chambers on the right, Zabarny on the left. Camara will keep his place here because he played very good in the last few matches as a ball-winning midfielder support. As you can see, we are playing slightly different. We are having a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress. I'm trying to put in as little team instructions as possible. I will bring in Florian Neuhaus to play with him as a segundo volante because he can play. He's generally a playmaker, but he has the physical abilities to play also as a mezzala, box-to-box midfielder, or this kind of roles that you need to run between the lines. And to make a first here in the video, I will bring in Ollie Watkins as a starter instead of Ings. Ings did not have his best period, his best form. He scored 2 goals in the last, I think, 5 matches or so, but he didn't score for a long period, so I'm not very happy with him this season, considering that we brought him in as a central figure, keeping Ollie Watkins on the side. We brought in also Marco Leonardo, but Marcos Leonardo had an injury lately, so he couldn't play the last 1 month or 2. I will start Eden Hazard here as an attacking midfielder on attack duty. Buendia will be on the right side where he played for majority of the season. He is, let's say, the de facto replacement for Leon Bailey after he left for Real Madrid. Filogene Bidas is a new one here, playing as a left winger for Nicolas Gonzalez, as we will keep for this match Nicolas Gonzalez on the bench. He's probably still our top player, still probably the most quality player that we have in the squad. We brought him in the first transfer window. You can probably see this in one of the first couple of episodes. So Filogene Bidas as a left winger, while Ollie Watkins will be our attacking advanced forward on attack. We will press highly, we will play positive, but also on a very high tempo, let's say slightly higher tempo, attacking with fairly wide. So we are favorites here and we are supposed to win. We are playing away with Sheffield United, but still they are kind of a mid-table championship side. We are a mid-table Premier League side, so let's win. Kicking off, we can see that Sheffield are playing kind of a defensive formation with 3 attacking players and then about 7 defenders or something like this. We are playing a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress, so with a lot of pressing and very fast football. We are in this light blue, or let's say light blue or white shirts. They are in their usual striped red and white shirts. Oh, and it's a first goal, Harwood Bellis. We're conceding at the first set piece. Harwood Bellis scores from a corner there. We see they have the first set piece and Harwood Bellis. Incredible. We are conceding on the first set piece only 7 minutes in, but we have most of the possession, as we could see. So now we have an attacking corner with Buendia executing the corner, but we don't win the header. Now Hazard with a second ball. Oh, not a bad shot from Hazard, but a very powerful one and not a lot of accuracy. Now Digne with a corner. Ahmed Hozic, sorry. Now Buendia with a cross. It's blocked and we have another corner, but it seems we are not so effective against Sheffield on corners. So we don't do anything out of these corners and they are clearing the ball. Now Neuhaus for Digne, Filogene Bidas inside. A pass to Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins scores! Ollie Watkins! Yes, Filogene Bidas with an assist, and Ollie Watkins, it seems that he wants to do something for the club here, getting in the cup after, I don't know, maybe 6 months when he didn't play, and Ollie Watkins with a good left shot on the near post. Fotheringham didn't have any chance, so we are scoring. We are, oh no, it was not offside, impossible. 1-1. We managed to equalize before the break. Still a couple of minutes until the break, and another highlight here with Ndiaye. Chambers, good recovery. Filogene Bidas with another pass to Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins now for Hazard. Eden Hazard with a chip. Oh, very close, very close, Eden Hazard. And we are heading for the break, 1-1 at the break against Sheffield. Getting into the second half, unfortunately we have Bouba Kamara injured. Maybe he played too many matches and we had to bring in Fabio Miretti as a ball-winning midfielder, even though Miretti is not really a defensive midfielder, but he can play there, he's able to do it. Playing with Neuhaus, oh what a wonderful long ball from Neuhaus, and Philo Genebidas scores. Great tradecraft from Neuhaus here. Hazard loses the ball, Miretti recovers, and Neuhaus a good pass, and Philo Genebidas with this volley. A wonderful volley. So overall I like this chance that we created. So another corner for Sheffield. It seems that they are very dangerous at corners because they tend to win the headers. Like this time Ahmed Hodzic wins the header but goes above the crossbar. So one substitution brought in Jacob Ramsey for Eden Hazard, but it seems we are kind of calming the match. We have the possession, not a lot of highlights after let's say 65-70 minutes, last 5 minutes, and we have a highlight with Carnesecchi passing to Fabio Miretti. Now Neuhaus back to Chambers, Miretti now with the ball outside on Buendia. Now Jacob Ramsey with a shot, but goes astray. So we are heading to the end of the game. We are winning a good comeback, 2-1 from 1-0 Sheffield United, and it seems that we can do it on a cold rainy night in Sheffield in the middle of February in the FA Cup. So we won 2-1 against Sheffield United and we are through to the next round. Now remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel because we will continue with the episodes of the Aston story. Next time we will be probably towards the end of the season in a very important match, either in Europe, I hope that in Europe, or in the Premier League. Stay tuned.